the Democrats and the Republicans, if you say like, I believe we should have stronger borders, a Republican will be like, you're one of us. But it's like, maybe I'm not all one of you. Maybe I just think that. But then also, I think women should have reproductive rights. I'm a complete, but because you want to be accepted, you're like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong about that.
But you know how they get you?
How?
The primaries. Duncan, if you're not a registered Democrat, you don't get to vote in the primaries. What if some Looney Tunes like Tulsi Gabbard beats out Kamala Harris? Are we crazy? What are you doing, Duncan?
Right.
Aren't you more aligned with the Democrats than you are the Republicans? If you register as a Democrat, can't you still vote Republican?
Dude, I don't. I mean,
can't
again,
you?
they try to.
Can't you? Duncan, you have a responsibility in the primaries. We need you.
Okay.
That's how they get you.
Your dick.
That's how they get you, isn't
it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, and then what ends up happening is we get broken into this idiot binary, and it's like, and it's so sad because, it's like, it might be that there's more than two words. You know what I mean? It might be that there's more than two descriptions for what we believe in, and that shit that the Democrats believe is clearly horse shit. Shit that the Republicans believe is clearly horse shit. But they're trying to make you like commit to all of it. And that's by compartmentalizing you into you're either red or blue. Oh, what are you, one of those crazy libertarians or whatever? You're either with us or against us. And it's all bullshit. But if you're not careful, you will start rejecting ideas that you agree with because they reject those ideas.
Isn't it interesting that we have like a clear understanding and acceptance and appreciation of people who vary biologically, like they're from two different places? Like you could have, we know of people that are African and Chinese. It's normal. But if you're political, like your thought process, you're either Republican or Democrat. Like you can't register for both, right? If you said I want to vote in the Republican primaries as well,
you could say you're independent.
But are you allowed to vote in the primaries?
I don't know.
I don't believe
17 states have open primaries.
Oh, that's nice. That makes sense. But so open primaries does that exist where you? Okay. So if you have an open primary, so when they do it, it doesn't matter. You could be a registered Republican and you could still vote Democrat. You can do whatever you want, or do you have to be like unregistered independent?
I believe you can do whatever you want.
So that's good because look, if you're a Democrat and you feel like they failed you, or vice versa, you feel like the Republicans failed you, and you want to vote Democrat, you shouldn't be bound.
No.
In the primaries to where you're registered. You have to so if you register though, you have to drop your other allegiance, right? You have to say I'm off the team.
Yeah, you leave. You're
like if you're a registered Democrat and you're like, fuck these people, I'm gonna register Republican. You can't also be registered Democrat, right?
And then it's all on record and shit too.
Isn't that wild? Like you have to denounce the team.
So dumb.
On paper.
It's so dumb, and it's so sad because it's like then what ends up happening is it's just easier to believe, to just not think. It's easier to, and you know what, man, it's easier to think you're wrong, isn't it? Like some people, I guess it's easier to think other people are wrong. But if you're like me and you can discover, I fucked up, that's kind of easier because now you can fix yourself. You don't have to try to fix or confront somebody else, right? Yeah. So when you have an idea that doesn't fit in with whatever your political affiliation may be, it's easier to be like, you know what, these other people are smarter than me, so probably my line of thinking in this regard is off, because what the fuck do I know anyway? I don't really know much. And so you let go of your rational mind and you embrace what you're being told to think. It's so sad. And then and you're doing that only because it's easier and because you don't want to get rejected. You don't want there to be some repercussions. And it's really fucked up, man. This is why, to me, what the root of what's gone wrong here is it's like you're not Democrat, you're not Republican, you're human. You're a human being, and you think a lot of different things, and a lot of them are wrong, and some of them are right, and some of them are wrong sometimes and right sometimes. It's very confusing.
Problem is they are a Republican or they are a Democrat because it's comforting to behave in that pattern. It's comforting to know that there's other like-minded folks out there that are also behaving in the same pattern. You find camaraderie with them. Natural human inclination towards camaraderie.
Also, it's tried out.
Try out Republican for a little bit.
There's something called crossover voting, which is, I think, what you're describing. And it seems like in some places, like it says Alabama here, it was made illegal. Some
Illegal.
Some I'm looking here, Sacramento County. Says
Going to jail for crossover voting.
Imagine that's what they got you for.
We got you on crossover.
What'd they get you for, bro? Speeding?
Crossover voting.
Yeah, this one says in Sacramento County, independent, Democratic, and Libertarian parties are allowed to do crossover voting for this election, which I don't know exactly which one I'm looking at. Doesn't say.
Interesting.
I guess it was a presidential one. So it's a state by state issue. It seems like, especially if you're not an open primary state.
So that's California.
Yeah, this
and
one I'm
in
looking
some
at.
places it's more restrictive. Interesting.
It's time for some smelling salts.
Do you want some?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
hit it.
Father, forgive me. Fuck that. It's like an arrow got shot into my eye.
Give it up.
Oh, it just wakes you up,
It's
though.
very addictive. We're over here huffing paint.
Ooh, baby. That was a big gulp.
Is it weakened?
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
so you got pretty close there.
Yeah.
I
It's
knew it was
weakened.
weak
We've got one
because
left.
It's
Fresh
weakened.
one on deck.
it's weird.
It's weakened. Yeah, the fresh ones are rough.